My name is Kiran Pange. Today is 18th July and topic for today's video is string. So string is an object that allows us to store sequence of characters. So it can be alphanumeric characters. Everything means it is the collection or sequence of characters enclosed in a double inverted comma. So everything you write in a double inverted comma will become a string object. So there are two ways in string that we can define a string or we can create an object. So string by literal, and next means second one is string by using new keyword. So we will see first that is string by literal. So syntax for it will be string a is equal to hi in double inverted comma. So hi will be in double inverted comma. So your string a means your a will be your reference variable pointing to the object, and your object will be in double inverted comma, that is hi. So your hi will be your object and a will be the reference variable pointing towards that object. So that hi object is stored where? So in JVM there is heap memory, and in the heap memory there is special memory for string, that is string constant pool, SCP. So your hi means your object will be stored at that SCP. So in JVM there will be heap memory, there will be SCP. So hi will be stored in that is the object, and a is the reference variable pointing towards that object, means that hi. So it's simple syntax. String a, it can be anything. A means any reference variable, it is variable, so it can be anything, and object will be in the double inverted comma. And your next method is by using new keyword. So syntax for it will be string a is equal to new string, and in the double inverted comma what you want to write, for example hi, if any object. So this object means that hi will be stored at heap memory, not in SCP. Everything created using new keyword will be stored in the heap memory, not in SCP. So your a will be same. For example, we will take it as a b variable. So b will be your reference variable pointing towards the object hi, stored at heap memory, not in SCP. So these are two ways. So there are various methods. Actually string is a class in java.lang package. So in that package there are various in that string class there are various methods that can be used to directly means perform various operations like concatenation, then to find length of the string, to find if the two strings are equal or we want to compare them. So there are various methods that we can directly use for various operations. So we will see some of methods of string class. So first is, if you want to find length of the strings, and then you will write just simply length method, means our round brackets. So it will return you an integer value, and it will return you the length of the string. Then concat is nothing but if you want to concat with, for example, hi, if you want to concat hi with Kiran, then you will simply write a dot concat, and in double inverted comma you will write Kiran. Or if you want to concat s1 means string 1 with string 2, it is possible, s1 dot concat s2. So s1, for example, in s1 there is hi, in s2 there is Kiran, then it will become hi Kiran. So this is concat. Then there are uppercase, lowercase. If you want some string to make that make all characters in the string to uppercase, then you can write to uppercase. If you want to make them to lowercase, then you can write to lowercase. So there are two more methods we will discuss, that is equals. If you want to find is if s1 equals to s2, means string 1 equals to string 2. For example, in string 1 there is a b c, and in string 2 there also be a b c. There can be a b c, means same object. then your equals operation will return true, means boolean value. It will return either true or false. It will return your boolean value. So it will return you means if a b c equals to a b c, then it will return you true. If length is different, then it will obviously return you false. Or any character is, if it is different, then it will return you, and it compares the ASCII values of that characters. So the ASCII value doesn't match, means it is case sensitive also. If a is small and b is a is small and a is capital in second string, then it will return you false, because the ASCII values will be different for both of them. Then next is compare. If you want to compare two strings, means in S1 there is ABC, in S2 there is ABC, then it will return you 0, means there is no difference, and it will compare character by character. So A will be compared with A, B will be compared with B. For example, in first string there is C, and in second string there is D, then C minus D, ASCII value of C minus ASCII value of D will return you -1. So it checks character by character, and if all the characters match, and if string 1 is of length 4 and string 2 is of length 3, then it will give you, what it will give you is the length difference, means 4 means length of string 1 minus length of string 2. 4 minus 3 will return you 1. So it will return you integer value. Equals and compare are different. In equals, if it will return boolean value, and in compare it will return you integer value. So these are some of them. There are various like ignore, compare, ignore to, then it will case. Then there are various like index at. If you want to find index at, means index of some element or some character, you can use that. Then there is char at. If you want to find character at certain index, then you can find, for example, high. So I want to find what is at index 1, so simply I will write s1 dot char at 1. So what it will give, the output will be shown on console is I. So character at 2 means first index will be I. So these are some methods in string. We will see one important concept of string, that string is immutable. Immutable means the one who is not changeable, means string, the object created once will not be changed, means after declaration. So we will see why this so. So for example, I have created one object, string A is equal to high. So I have created another object like string B is equal to high. So what JVM will do, after creating a object B, it will check in JVM if that same object is already present in the SCP. Means that high object is already created, and the reference variable for it will is A. So I am creating like string B is equal to high, means same object. So JVM will check first if that object is already present. If it is already present, then it will not create that object again. It will simply assign that reference variable to the same object, means A and B will be pointing towards the same object. So both the reference variables are pointing to the same object. So if you can create n number of reference variable pointing to the same object, but the same object will not be created again. So repetition is not possible. So high will be created only once, and the reference variable can be n various reference variable pointing to the same object possible. Then what I will do, I will simply want to concat high with Kiran. So what I will do, a dot concat Kiran. So what it will do, it will not after printing A, it will not print high Kiran, it will simply print high, because means change is not possible. Because if you change high, means the original object, if you change, then what is the significance of B? Then B is pointing to the object high. If you change that object only, then what is the significance of B? It will be of no use. So so that's why string is immutable. For example, I will give one day-to-day life example. There is one class, and the class teacher gave one assignment to the class monitor and asked him to distribute that assignment to all the students. So the monitor thought that the question number 10th is invalid, and I think that question is too easy, so I will change it, or I will just delete it. So he will delete that question and will distribute to all the students. So what if xyz student wants that, means find that question difficult? So so that change is not possible. If the monitor wants to change that question, so he must create another copy of that, means another copy of that assignment, and he will change in that copy. He will not change that original copy, because the original copy change will affect all the students in that class. So he personally want to change it. Okay, you are no problem, you can create another copy, you can change in it, but you will not change in the original object. So that is same with the string. If you want, yes, if you want to change a forcefully, yes, it is possible. If you want to change that a forcefully, then it is possible. So you just simply want to use the assignment operator. So your a will be a equal to a dot concat, and you will write there Kiran. So your hi will be converted to hi Kiran, but your b will not be affected, b will remain as it is, as hi. So your a will be changed, and the previous a, means the old a, will be go in the garbage collection. So it will be of no use further. So your a will be changed to hi Kiran, and your b will remain same as it is. So your original object will not be changed. If you want to change the object, you will need to create another object, and your reference variable will be same, but the previous one will go in garbage collector. So this is the concept of immutability. Same in case if you going to create object using the new keyword, same in that also. If you want to change it, you will not change the original object, you will just simply create another object, and you will change that one. If you will not change the original one. So this is the concept of immutability in string. There are various methods, as I said previously. So yeah, this is all about string. Thank you.